All those streamers that I mentioned, all you fucking guys, you FaZe guys, Aiden Rosses, Neons, Jinxies, all these young guys, you guys are literally leading the next generation, and you guys are turning them into man, and that's a problem.
5 minutes later.
And these guys have big audiences, and they're making it okay to get with girls that are 3 or 4s. No! For all the young people that are watching right now, hopefully we're on the front page of Twitch so this can get us
banned just like that, and that's everyone's favorite creator. My man Freshky and Fresh and Fit. What did he say? Names again? Fresh and Fit. Yep, that's who they are. Almost forgot. I mean, they haven't been in a headline in a while. They haven't been plastered on any YouTube thumbnails or talked about in a very long time. So forgive me, it's kind of hard to remember people that are irrelevant, but we're talking about them now because as they just got banned on Twitch, and a while ago also were kicked out of the YouTube partner program.
And then guys, just so you know, we're probably gonna stop live streaming on YouTube here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Quick announcement for y'all. Yeah. So guys, what's gonna end up happening is this: we're gonna be streaming only on Rumble and on Twitch. And we're gonna be putting only clips on YouTube, probably starting after this week. So just get ready. We're gonna have to move the main platform to Twitch and to Rumble, so you guys will be watching the streams over there. All right, man. So we're not gonna be streaming on YouTube very soon, very much longer. It's gonna be clips and shorts only on YouTube, and we're gonna be streaming on Rumble and on Twitch, and you guys can get the best parts here on YouTube. But
the craziest thing about this is they already knew, knowing that this is not going to last long, but they still need to make money. And I'm assuming that those payouts on Rumble are not hitting the same because they're going to other forms of paid content, basically moving any type of way to get their education for men that they so proudly want to do behind a paywall. Because I mean, the best way to have a good audience is to exploit them. I mean, you're just following the steps of some of the greatest creators we have today.
The only thing that's going to go behind a paywall is a portion of after hours. However, we're not just going to give you guys after hours. We're going to give you guys live updates, news. I'm going to be tweeting on that locals. I'm already starting to tweet in there the stuff that I can't even tweet on X. I put on there on Castle Club. We're going to be having Zoom calls weekly or bi-weekly where you guys can ask us questions, we answer them. Coaching calls. We're gonna have live meetups where you will only be able to come to these live meetups if you're a Castle Club member, guys. Okay, if you want to be an influencer, we're gonna open up like an influencer academy where we're gonna teach you guys how to become viral, and if we're actually gonna give away some of our trade secrets, which we never have done before.
We might sign you to the platform if you're good.
It's kind of crazy. They're taking the old exploitation route with a lot of these things. I mean, most of the time I would expect that if you're just trying to help men, you make all these tools available, but in their own justification, apparently these things that they're doing cost money, so they need to make money, and the best way to get money is to take advantage of you with things like how to be an influencer, which I bet you probably haven't seen before. And guess what? Zoom calls that you get to talk one-on-one with them as they are failing in front of your eyes, but they're going to teach you how to go viral, and not only how to hold fame, but how to watch it slowly fall from your hands as everybody just makes fun of you like clowns. I feel like this point can only be illustrated more by not only looking at their channel analytics right now. With a channel of 1.6 million plus subs, they can barely crack over 70k-ish views, which, if you could not tell, based on that subscriber count, is very, very bad. And if we look at view stats, which is, you know, a nice little tool, and we look at their projections, let's see what they're projected to gain based on views in these couple of months. For the people that didn't need to hear it, if you couldn't tell, the big red line going down means that it is going to decline in subscribers. But it's not just them. The entire Red Pill community has been taking a hit. It's kind of insane to see because people like these guys were on top for a while. You could not go anywhere. Go on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and you would see clips of Andrew, Sneeko, Fresh and Fit roasting about these, cultivating an audience of pure people who did not get any women to begin with, over here frantically gathering all together just to build a giant group of incels who feed and were breeding, basically living life off of this content, which has now ended as people are starting to look at this and just be like, why the f would anybody watch them? Or why the f would anybody care? And it's been like that with anybody who has a pair of functioning eyes and a good rapport with their mother, I guess, who could just tell that these guys were not only full of but also just spreading terrible information to guys that doesn't actually apply in real life.
I don't think it's a good example for people, and I don't think it's resonating with people that I don't think it's resonating the same way that it did in 2022. You know, that whole thing, the red pill, alpha, top G, women, all, I don't think that it hits the same anymore. I think that there's a bubble, there's a response to everything, there's a response to feminism, but right now people are getting tired of that. That's why you see like the arguments with girls, for example, are going down. Fresh and Fit have pivoted away and started to do political content, but people are tired of hearing that women this, women that, like no one wants to hear that anymore.
And I use Sneeko as an example because he was a big proponent of the Red Pill community, or at least a side piece, as he got by YouTube, but not being demonetized like Fresh and Fit, but having his entire channel terminated and moving on to a different platform to still spew the same logic, and ended up grifting, as a lot of these people in this community are. Not just Fresh and Fit, who are soon going to be changing, going to more of a political type of content, which they have already spotted ideas of now, as there's clips of them arguing with multiple people on political policies instead of purely focusing on trying to help men, as they had stated before.
Jewish bioweapon, Myron.
White. Shut up.
Yes, I am. DNA
Mexican.
test is out there, Myron.
Get the out of here, dude. You're a Mexican. Shut the up, Jorge. Over here trying to sit there and say, I'm white.
My DNA test is out there, Myron. Is yours? Is yours, Myron?
Right now. Shut up.
I don't know if I can really call that arguing. That sounded like these way to rage bait people in the entire world, which is what a lot of them started doing. It's kind of sad, honestly, when your life revolves around clicks and views and you start to see that all dwindle away by doing what you normally do. You turn to the extreme and ramp it up. So things like this, going on streams wearing a hoodie that I cannot say the name of, but let's just say he's not trying to be a ghost for Halloween. But it's not just them. We have everybody in this manosphere casually doing things like this, dropping racial slurs, trying to get the most clicks out of anything and everyone possible. It is really sad to see, and no one is even biting in the slightest. People are just scrolling past it, and the people that do still support are commenting, but it's just not enough to fill or line their pockets like it used to be.
My nigga Trump was set up by the system, man.
He was set up by the system.
My nigga
They're
Trump.
trying to keep a black man down. In America, of all places.
My nigga Trump.
But it's not just them. You can see it happening everywhere in this manosphere. From people like Pearls to Candace Owens, who recently also got demonetized. A lot of these people who try to help their specific gender or help men or just make content that's educational to both genders in order to help us understand each other are not actually making content that helps people understand each other. It's kind of insane to see. And in reality, it's kind of not surprising that it's failing. A lot of people hearing the same thing with no changes. I mean, if I'm a lonely guy and I watch Fresh and Fit, I don't know, their podcast every single episode, and it's still not helping me. I mean, from 2023, yeah, it's cool to watch them talk about women because I can't get any, but I mean, after like a year of that, then what? I still don't have any women. They're still arguing with girls and making money off of me when I don't gain anything. So you're still being taken advantage of. At the end of the day, them, everybody else who's doing things like this are still taking advantage of lonely men who apparently have a lot of money. That lonely men who honestly probably just want to build a genuine connection with somebody are being taken advantage of by people like this who have nothing but the interest of themselves in mind. And the crazy thing is that probably won't change. The numbers are still going to go down for everyone. There's not enough shock value in the world for them to be able to farm clips forever. But I don't know. That's just my thoughts and opinions. And if you think differently and would like to tell me, I would love to know in the comment section down below. It would be great to hear about. And shout out to Omeezy for this video idea. Not gonna lie, I did see his video on it and I also wanted to talk about it. Show him some love if you haven't seen this video. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.